In today's video, I will be teaching you how to draft a blazer suit pattern step by step, which is going to be a double-breasted with double-sided vents. Make sure you stick to this video to the end because I will be showing you all you need to know in order to make a well-tailored blazer suit with no step being skipped. Hello guys, and welcome to the second episode of our blazer suit masterclass. And in case you are new here, this is Reggie School of Fashion. In the first episode of this series, I walked you guys through the process of taking accurate body measurements for blazer suit making, which is the first step you need to take in making a blazer suit. I will leave a link to the video in the description area below. You might want to check it out after now. We have a lot to learn on this blazer suit series, guys. That's why you need to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, so that you won't be left behind at any point in time. Also, I would like you guys to know I'm putting a lot of resources together in giving out valuable content for free on this platform. And all I need from you guys is to encourage me by watching ads on my videos. Please don't skip those ads because that is the only way I get rewarded here on YouTube. With that being said, let's get started. The measurements required in drafting a blazer suit are the chest circumference, the waist level, the waist circumference, the hip circumference, the armhole circumference, the back measurement, that is shoulder point to shoulder point, and the suit length. So these are the measurements required in drafting a blazer suit. You have to take these measurements accurately on your client before proceeding into the drafting part. Okay, so if you don't know how to take this measurement, please watch the first episode of this video, which is how to take measurement for a blazer suit. The video has been linked up in the description area, so make sure you check it out after watching this current one. Now I have my pattern paper taped on my drafting table. Then I make sure I have enough width of pattern paper which can contain the front and the back pattern together at the same time. So when you are drafting yours, make sure you take the calculation accurately. Make sure you have the width of pattern paper that will contain the front and the back panels plus like extra 10 inches. Okay, then also for the length as well, I make sure I have enough length for the pattern paper. I used the length of the suit, which is 28 inches, and I added extra 10 inches to that. So you can use up to 40 inches for the length of your pattern paper. So please, this might look irrelevant, but it is very important so that you don't stop the drafting at midpoint or when you are about to complete the drafting and have to start all over again. Make sure you have enough paper for the length and you have enough for the width of your pattern paper. So now I have my lines drawn on my pattern paper, which I will be explaining into details. From the edge of the pattern paper to this point is 5 inches. I measure this 5 inches for the collar because the pattern we are drafting is for a blazer suit with short collar and double-breasted with double side vents. Okay, so that is why I have 5 inches at the top of my pattern paper. So this line is the starting point. I drew the line straight, okay, 5 inches. Then from the starting point to this point is the chest level. So that is where the armhole circumference measurement comes in. Half of armhole circumference measurement is the chest level. Then I added half of an inch as is. The armhole circumference measurement I'm working with is 18 inches. Half of 18 is 9, and I added half, which makes it 9.5 inches. So which means from this starting point to this point is 9.5 inches. Please make sure you get your drafting from the onset. Then from the starting point to the waist point is 17 inches. So I took the measurement from the starting point downward to this point. So here I have 17.5 inches for the waist length. Please, you have to take note of this. The waist level for suit making is different from the waist level for native wears. Waist level for native wears is different from waist level for trousers. So you have to learn how you take all these measurements accurately. I have videos on how to take measurement for each of these styles, how to take measurements for trousers, both native and corporate trousers. I have tutorials on how to take measurement for native shirts, that is senator wears or kaftan. I have measurements on how to take measurement for suit making. So make sure you watch all these videos so that you will know the differences in taking this measurement. Okay, so after constructing your suit, you will not have issue. If you use the waist level that is supposed to be used for senator wear for suits, is not going to come out well. So I will link the videos up in the description area. So make sure you watch them at your free time. So after the waist level measurement, then the next measurement is the length of the suit itself. So that is 28 inches, and I took the measurement from the starting point. Don't forget. Okay, so here is the 28 inches point, after which I added extra 1.5 inches as hem allowance. Okay, then by the side of my pattern paper, so you can see here is the edge. I have a line here. This line is the center front. So this pattern is for the front panel of front bodies. They both mean the same. Okay, it's for the front bodies. So here is the center front. So what I have here is the button allowance. Then from the edge of the pattern paper to this point is 3.5 inches. I used up to 3.5 inches because it's a double-breasted suit. If you are making a single-breasted suit, you don't need to use up to 3.5 inches. So after inserting all the vertical measurements, the next step is to insert the horizontal measurement. The measurements that fall into this category are the chest circumference measurements, the waist circumference, and the hip circumference measurement. Now, before inserting this measurement, I will show you how to do this simple calculation in order to make this very simple to understand. Believe me, this is going to be the simplest method you've ever seen. Now, I'm working with chest circumference 38 inches, the chest circumference, that's CC, 38 inches, the waist circumference is 34 inches, and the hip circumference is 39 inches. So from this waist circumference, I will subtract 6 inches. Don't worry, I will explain. From the 34 inches as well, I will subtract 6 inches. From 39, I will subtract 6 inches. So please, in case I don't mention this, all measurements are taken in inches and not in centimeter. So if you are making use of centimeter, just convert your inches to centimeter. Okay, so chest circumference 38, waist circumference 34, hip circumference 39. Then I'll be subtracting 6 inches from all these measurements. 6 minus 38, I have 32. This is 28, and this is 33. Now, in inserting measurement on this line, I will be making use of this value I got in. So I will not be making use of this real measurement. So this is the real measurement of the wearer. I've subtracted 6 inches from all the measurements, and I have this left. Why? This is because a blazer suit is in 3 pieces. Blazer suit is in 3 pieces. Okay, we have the front piece, we have the back piece, and in between the front and the back there's usually another piece, which makes it 3 instead of 2 pieces for regular patterns. Okay, and why do I have to make this 3? After joining the suits together, we have to move the seam point, that is the seam area, away from the center of the body, that is the side of the body, in order to move the seam away from the side. So that is why we are having another piece in between the front excuse me, So that is why we are having another piece in between the front and the back piece. So for that smaller piece, which is going to be at the center, so that is what I'll be using this value in cutting out. Hope this explanation is clear enough. Now, to the chest level, I will be making use of 32. 32 divided by 4, I have 8 inches. So on the chest level, I will insert 8 inches. So don't forget, this is my starting point. So I'm taking the measurements from this point, not from the edge of the pattern paper. Now, if you know you can get carried away or forget you have to take the measurement from this point, make sure you open up your pattern and fold this part inward. So that is a button allowance. Fold it inward so that you will not make that mistake. So here I will insert 8 inches. Which is there. Then I will add extra half of an inch as his. Okay, so that is for the chest level. Then on the waist level, I will insert quarter of 28 inches, which is 7 inches. Then on the suit length, I will insert quarter of the hip circumference measurement, which is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.25. Then I will be adding half of an inch to that in order to ease that area. So I have 8.75 in total. Okay, so now I have all my horizontal measurements inserted. After inserting the horizontal measurements, the next step is to construct the armhole. In constructing the armhole, the back measurement is needed. Okay, the back measurement I'm working with is 17 inches. Then I will be inserting half of 17 inches on the starting point line. So half of 17 inches is 8.5 inches. Okay, which is here. Then on the chest level, I will insert the same measurement of 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches, and I have it exactly on the marked point. Okay, so I will be connecting the 2 points together. Okay, so here is the starting point. I started taking all my measurement from the starting point, as I said earlier, because this is a pattern with a shawl collar. So this blazer suit pattern is for a shawl collar. So when you are making different type of suits, which is not going to be with shawl collar, it must not go this way. So if you want to know the differences between each collar, so watch my video on Q&A session on blazer suits, okay, where I discuss the differences between different type of collar, the lapel, and how you can choose the right suit style for yourself. Okay, so the video has been linked up in the description area below as well. So this line is the armhole line. On the armhole line, I will come down by 1.5 inches, which is standard for all sizes, for all male sizes. Okay, so this is to slant the shoulder line. Then I will be inserting the neck width measurement. The neck width is 3.5 inches. This is standard as well for suit making for all sizes. Then I will be connecting the 2 points together in order to create the shoulder slope. Okay, so now I have the shoulder slope line. So the next step is to get the midpoint of these 2 points. So this is this 1.5 inches point and the point I have on the chest level. I'll get the midpoint, so which is 4 inches. Then I will extend this point inward towards the center front. So the next step is to insert this value on this line. So this is the extended line. So here I will insert 1 inch and 3/4, not up to 2 inches. So this 1 inch and 3/4 works perfectly for all sizes, except when you have XX large. That is when you can use up to 2 inches. You can see this is quite different from the regular basic bodice block for male. Okay, so here I have 1 inch and 3/4. So it is necessary for you to learn how to read your measuring tape accurately, especially when you are making use of pattern drafting method. You have to locate each values you come across on your measuring tape without stress. So in order to learn this, watch my video on how to read the measuring tape for pattern drafting. The video has been linked up in the description area below. In the video, you will learn how to convert your fraction values to decimal and how to convert your decimal values to fraction. So now I have to construct my armhole, and as you can see, the space I have here is not enough in constructing the armhole. So for this reason, I will be adding extra value to this. Okay, so this line is the half of the back measurement point. So from this point I will add extra 1.5 inches. So here is a point. You can see what I have there. So with this, I can go ahead and construct the armhole. So now I'll be connecting 3 points together. This point, point 1, this point, point 2, and this point, point 3. Here I use 1.5 inches because this pattern is for a large figure. If you are drafting pattern for medium figure, for medium large, for large, so you can make use of 1.5 inches. But if the pattern is for extra large and above, you can make use of 2 inches. So now I will be connecting the 3 points together. Like so. So if your ruler cannot connect the 3 points together, you can connect the first 2 points together first, then you reconnect the third one. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll be connecting the 2 points together first. So we have to have this much curve because it is a blazer suit. After constructing the armhole, the next step is to construct the neckline. Okay, in constructing the neckline, I already have my neck width inserted on the starting point already, so which is here. Then I will be inserting the neck depth, which is 3 inches. So this 3 inches is standard for all sizes. So here is a 3 inches point. Then I will take the measurements at this area also in order to have a straight line. So I'll connect the 2 points together. Like so. Then from here I will come in by 1 inch. Okay. Then I will be connecting these 2 points together with my curve ruler. So now I have the neckline drafted. So guys, the next step is to create the button breakpoint and also construct the lapel. In doing this, I will be extending all my vertical lines to get to the edge of the pattern paper, which is the button allowance. So I'll start from the chest level. I will extend the line outward, like so. Then the waist level as well. So I've extended all my vertical lines, as you can see, the chest level, the waist level, the suit length and the hemline. Okay, so now I'll be creating the button point. Okay, the first button point is usually 1 inch above the waist level. Here is the waist level. From the waist level point, I will measure 1 inch upward. So this is the first button point. Okay, don't forget we are making use of double-breasted design. Okay, then I will be adding the second button point. So this is going to be 3 inches below this point, 3 inches distance from the first button break point, which is here. Which is this point. Then I will be extending this point also outward. So here I have the second button break point. So this is one and this is one. Okay, so this point also I will extend it outward. So that is the first button break point. Okay, so here is the first button break point and this is the second button break point. Then for the second button point, don't forget this is double breasted. From this point to this point is 3.5 inches. So actually what we are making use is 3 inches. The half of an inch is for finishing the edges of this area. So from here I will measure another half of an inch forward. Okay, so from here to this point is half of an inch. Then from this point to this point as well is half of an inch. So this is where the second button point will be. So here is the first button and this is the second button. So which means from this edge to the second button point is 1 inch. So I will be placing the second button on this area as well. 1 inch point. So it is half of an inch. This is 1 inch. So now I have the buttons here. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. You can add as many buttons as you want, but for the sake of this video, I'm just placing this as an example for you guys to understand. So after getting the break point, which is the button point, the next step is to create the lapel. In creating the lapel, I will position my ruler from the neck width point like so. So you can see the way I position my ruler from the neck width point. Then I will extend this downward until it touches the second break point. And I will also extend it upward. So you can see what I have. So I will blend this up with my smaller ruler and I will extend this downward until it touches the edge of the pattern paper. Okay guys, so here is the lapel. You can see what I have from here to here. So we have not constructed the collar yet. You can see what we have here is very wide. So I will not be constructing the collar yet because the back pattern is not ready. The neckline measurement for the back pattern is needed in constructing the shawl collar. You can see I've already extended my line upward towards here, so this is where I will be inserting the back neck width measurement, so in which I will now connect like so to create the type of shape I want for my shawl collar. And I will also decide the wideness I want for the collar. Okay, so you can see what I have. So we'll be leaving this for now until when the back pattern is ready, then we'll come back to do this. So be rest assured, this is a full free master class, all for free. Okay, so all I need from you guys is to watch out on my videos. That is how you can appreciate me, and I will also appreciate that as well. Watch hats, especially the skippable hats. Don't skip those hats, please. Watch those hats in order to encourage me in doing more. Thank you guys for staying on this video to this point. Believe me, we've just started, because there are more to learn on this blazer suit series. But I will leave you guys with this for now, so that you can digest this and put it into practice. Till we meet next time in my next video, where we shall continue from where we stopped. Always do remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.